Hello and welcome back to the channel everyone. If you want to become a doctor or if you are a medical student, I think this one is for you. This video is about some of the most important habits that get instilled into you as a person when you are becoming a medico. Becoming a doctor is a challenging process, and this challenging process and the academics that come with it, and along with that the physical work that you do with the mental acumen, it gives you a unique edge to your personality. It brings about some of the most positive changes that can come to any personality. So in this video we will be discussing about those important positive changes that are brought about by this fascinating career of becoming a doctor. Number one, objectivity of knowledge. While becoming a doctor, you become statistically more literate and less swayed by the media. Over a period of time when you are studying, you come across different studies, you come across reference articles, you come across the study designs, and what you understand by this is that how knowledge is basically distilled and how results are basically formed from that knowledge, how conclusions are drawn from that knowledge. The study designs that are used, it's a natural process of your learning. Many times you even are unaware of the scientific methods that are given to you as a boon. You know about the cohort study, you know about the prospective study, the retrospective study, the clinical trials, the amount of effort and the way in which the data is collaborated and put in, the study designs that are selected, and how basically out of that data or that study material results and inferences are drawn. This makes you more objective about any sort of knowledge. You understand about how data is gathered and how conclusions are drawn by using statistical analysis. And this is what helps you to learn a very important fact about knowledge. What can be proven and what cannot be proved. Today, in the world of internet and in the world of media and social media, everything has become more of a propaganda rather than some important piece of information. So as a doctor, what you learn is to objectively distill and understand. To get to the root of something substantial, you need to go through the primary literature. Without going through the primary literature of any subject, be it history, be it politics, be it socialism, be it any sort of phenomena in life, whether it is psychology, child development, whether it is health and disease, any damn thing that you want to discuss in the world, what you understand from this is that you need to go to the primary literature. This knowledge objectivity, a biggest habit that you develop as a doctor. The second important habit is you get more aware about your health. This is like a deja vu that works in medical schools. When you go out and become a medical doctor, when you are doing your MBBS, you start studying your cases, you look into the patients. What you realize that over a period of time when you are studying the disease, you start seeing those signs and symptoms in your own self, and you imagine yourself that maybe you are suffering from that disease. Every disease that you encounter, every disease that you study, you start feeling the same, and then the process passes off, and then you realize one very important phenomena. You realize what is physiological and normal from what is organic and abnormal. And in the process, you get a robust understanding of human health and disease. And in the process, you get more aware about your own health, more conscious about exercise and good diet. When generally you are younger, you don't pay attention to all those things. You don't pay attention to your lifestyle, where you eat, when you sleep, when you wake up, what are the kind of foods that you are having. All of this is useless stuff to you. But over a period of time, when you look into the disease and the preventable aspects about that disease, you can understand that what can prevent diabetes, the hypertension, the obesity, the cardiac ailments that are becoming pretty common and commoner, and to the shocking reality, they are becoming more commoner in younger age groups. You have heart attacks in very young and healthy and fit individuals. You get to the root of the problem and you try and understand the process. You understand and you get to the idea that apart from the environmental factors, there are those factors that are ethnic, and they play an important part in ethnicity based BMI studies. You need to understand that there are certain people who can eat a lot, but they collect a fat in a different way from people that are collecting the fat in a different way. There are two types of fat, the superficial one and the visceral ones. The superficial ones are the one that is beneath your skins, that makes up your belly. The visceral fat is the one that is stored around your internal organs, and you realize that it is the visceral fat that is responsible for the major cardiac illnesses, the diabetes, the metabolic syndrome, and you need to work hard on that. And over the course of studying your MBBS, the number of patients that you see over time, the tens and the hundreds of patients that you come across, you understand that following a certain lifestyle over a period of time is going to have a negative compounding effect. If you don't follow a healthy lifestyle, it is going to compound after some period of your life, after some time, after a certain age in your life. But if you remain healthy and if you are aware about your health pretty early in your life, this can help you prevent some of the major ailments that may cause morbidity to you. So if you are having unhealthy habits at the age of 25, you are going to have more and more problems the more your age advances. Third important habit is optimizing learning and efficacy. Over a period of time, you use two important strategies throughout your MBBS, that is active learning and spaced repetition. Over a period of time, you have exams after exams, and after exams you have more exams. This makes you or grills you through a very concentrated process for 4.5 years. You are unable to meet your school friends, you are unable to meet your other colleagues, maybe your relatives, and this process is a very challenging academic process. And over a period of time, when you are practicing this for weeks, for months, and for years together, it becomes your second nature. Knowing this phenomena is different from applying it. What you learn over a period of time is that how to apply these phenomena to the practical life, and you apply these same principles to the other learning experiences of your life. Develop a very uncommon experience that study the most amount of material in the least amount of time. And this is what makes you academically robust, making you efficient in all the other domains of your life. The next important thing is self-discipline. This course or this MBBS or this degree gives you a natural confidence in itself. Confidence comes from overcoming challenges and obstacles. The more you face the challenges and face the obstacles and more you come flying out of it, the more your confidence builds up. That is why in becoming a doctor, every day you are faced with a clinical examination, you are faced with a new case. You go into the OT, you have a new challenge. You go into the casualty, you have a new challenge. You go into the ICU, face a new challenge. So every time there is a new challenge waiting for you to conquer. Over a period of time, you start taking risks and you understand and learn that failing is not bad, but it is good. It is the step towards building your confidence. So over a period of time, from taking small risks to increasing the amount of risks that you take, helps you in building the confidence when you are dealing with your patients. Apart from this, one very important phenomena that this career exposes you is that it exposes you to some of the very harsh realities of life. It exposes you to death. It exposes you to serious illness. It exposes you to poverty. It exposes and shows you that life is more important because you are still not dead. It shows you the value of life. It shows you the value of health. When you look into disease, you try and understand and realize that how much important the health of a human being is. Spending millions and millions of dollars is not equivalent to having good health. You may have lots of money, but if you don't have proper amount of health to enjoy that money is useless. You over a period of time realize that looking into the poverty and looking into the things that people don't have, and you are being provided with those things, you realize that you have been given some special gifts by the Creator. And it's very important for you to realize this at a very early age. This builds your confidence into life and it roots you confidently into the hustle bustle of the life. You're not shaken away by small swings here and there. It's a natural confidence booster. Finally, discipline and work ethics. This works just like a pressure cooker. In the pressure cooker, if you put the right amount of ingredients, you put it on the hot stove and you put a fire, this is over a period of time, the pressure will build up and it will skyrocket your development and your growth. And in the process of becoming a doctor, you learn about work ethics. You understand the importance of rounds. You take morning rounds, you have afternoon shifts, you have night shifts. You understand that a specific kind of a treatment needs to be given to the patient at a specific point of time. You realize that this patient needs an emergency attention. You realize that this is the one that may be delayed. This is what helps you in dealing with the different scenarios and building up an excellent work ethics. You are awake all night long. Still, as a doctor, you realize that after a night shift, you haven't got a chance to sleep. You're about to end your sleep, but when the patient comes into the emergency, you're there to help for him. And this is what is the best thing about being a doctor. It creates a phenomenal work ethics around yourself and your personality. It becomes your second nature to be disciplined and judicious, and you get to realize the connectivity between your life and your work ethics. In our country, the kind of treatment and the adverse effects that we see on doctors, the violence that is being created in the hospitals because of a few black sheeps, it's very important to understand for people at large and also the doctor community to come up and share those excellent experiences that we have, so as to increase the comprehension and to increase and open up the wonderful world of becoming a doctor and serving your patients and the phenomenal changes that they bring into our lives. Hope that you have enjoyed this video and hope to see you with some interesting topic in the upcoming videos. Till then, thank you very much.